After the first day of Norway Chess 2022, Wesley and the famous 5-time world champion Vachier-Lagrave were at the top of the leaderboard. Who has proved he was in excellent form in recent weeks, faced world champion Magnus Carlsen. Anand was up against Veselin Topalov, the FIDE world champion from 2005 to 2006. With d4, d5 and c4 the Queen's Gambit was on the board. Carlsen opted for the Slav defense with the pawn move to c6 and later with the distinctive move pawn to e6. The game went to the semi-Slav variation, which is the starting point for some of the most complicated variations the Queen's Gambit complex has to offer. However, the game was simplified relatively early by the exchange of many pieces. And when the queens and rooks were exchanged too, on move 17 to 20, it looked like a very drawish endgame. And although Carlsen is known for getting everything out of such endgames, so is such an experienced player that eventually the game ended in a draw on move 38 due to a 3-fold repetition. So the match went into a decisive Armageddon game with a time control of 10 to 7 minutes. Wesley opened with e4 and opted for the Italian game in this must-win situation. Then with d3 on the 4th move, the Giro pianissimo was on the board. By avoiding an immediate confrontation in the center, white prevents the early release of tension through exchanges and enters a positional maneuvering game. And indeed, it was a high-level maneuvering game where Carlsen, without castling, played very aggressive and started a kingside attack. On move 22 the position was extremely sharp and double-edged. Both players launched their attacks, but were in control of the situation. And so after Carlsen's castling on move 34 the position remained equal. On move 42 Carlsen made a crucial mistake by moving his queen to c5. Was now able to block the black queen with the pawn move to e5 and penetrate the black position with his own queen. On move 47 Wesley played a brilliant move with the knight to f5 and was able to achieve a winning position in which he could checkmate in 16 moves. Carlsen resigned with only 2 seconds left on the clock. In Topalov vs Anand the Queen's Gambit accepted, central variation, which is highly strategically and tactically complex, was on the board. Anand opted for the rare Greco variation with pawn to b5 and stated later in the interview that he got out of the opening a little bit lucky. On move 18 Topalov won a pawn, but the position was completely balanced. Vachier-Lagrave managed to gain more space and with no obvious positional advantage he played for a clamp and avoided to liquidate pieces, with an eye on the clock of Topalov who was a little under time pressure. And actually, this strategy paid off. It was in this complex position, where Topalov could not manage to move his queen to d6 in time and thus lost the game. So Vachier-Lagrave was the sole leader of the tournament with 2 wins out of 2 games. If you liked the video, please hit the like button below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for the latest chess news and tournament highlight videos. Thanks for watching.